Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Well, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Presently, the Australian dollar remains on the defensive as the broader US dollar strengthens and softer domestic employment data continues to weigh on sentiment. As you can see from the price action, it did drop, but found demand, but still struggling due to the fact the technicals do not support the bounce. A very weak doji and therefore could see further risk to the downside and relook towards that level of 70.70 to 70.80. A break there would give further scope down towards 70.35 and reassess. Looking ahead to Friday, the swearing in of Kevin Warsh is mostly anticipated as the next Federal Reserve Chairman during a White House ceremony led by President Donald Trump. Be on your guard because we could see some interesting comments out of that could increase or decrease the dollar and potentially add in a view of how the Federal Reserve will move in the future. Overall, though, the technicals for the Aussie is bearish, so let's see how it plays into Friday. The euro also stays the recovery, but looks like it's going to not sustain due to the technicals the way they're holding. There was divergence here, but now buckling could see a move back towards 115.65 or towards 115.0510 and reassess. With the minutes now behind us, which revealed that most policymakers warned inflation risks tied to the Middle East tension and may require further tightening if price pressures remain elevated, meaning that if the CPI continues to climb, then we may see a potential hike. Overall, though, you can see that the euro is still holding to the bear case. Let's see how it plays out into Friday. The dollar yen, well, posted a gravestone doji after this rally. Now looks like it may be failing, and if so, could see a fall from where it is and look back towards the support area somewhere around the region of 158 and reassess. Sterling also failing again to push through that key level of the top side at 134.65.75, and from the rejection, the market is looking like it's going to break down a little bit due to the technicals and therefore look back towards the lows of 133 and reassess. Commodities, well, the market did bounce off this trend line, as you can see here. If we see where the value was, around 4,470. But overall, though, the market is still buckled and therefore could see another down test towards the region of 4,490 or lower towards the region of 4,465 and reassess from there and to see if we get another rejection. And oil, well, the market was whipsawed but still holding to a softer tone. As mentioned before, it appears to be playing in this 104 to around 82 to 85 base, and we most probably keep in this band and go sideways, and therefore will keep me in a neutral stance. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me, and as always, look out for the interest report, and I hope you enjoy the great starts of the weekend.